So, I'm going to get to my last one, and I am going to let you read this out and read my note.
Which is the last one here?
That one.
The God Particle, Season 10, Episode 2, The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace. Predicted in 1998, came true in 2012. Genuinely have no idea. Great discussion point. So the God Particle, are you on about the Higgs Boson?
Yeah, so supposedly, Homer wrote, and I have fucking no idea, Homer wrote a calculus on screen to show the diameter of a fucking donut or some shit.
I know you're about,
or some bollocks. And it's come out saying that is almost the God Particle. Very, very close to being the God Particle. And I'm like, unless the Simpsons have got scientists feeding in, which could potentially be true.
Yeah.
I've got no idea. And this is the only one that I've sat down and gone, I personally cannot explain. And I'm sat here going, bollocks. Is Matt Groening a time traveller?
So you've genuinely no idea on this one.
No, I've no idea.
But you put great discussion point. So where does the discussion start for you then?
So clearly, my logical brain says to me that I've looked at all the other stuff and gone, Matt Groening is not a time traveller. So there must have been some form of, in 1998, there must have been some form of input. And I know that the Simpsons talk to scientists. I know that. And so my only thing I'm thinking is, I can't think of anything more, is there was some form of scientific input at the time in 1998, but why they put it on the sides of a donut, which is supposed to look like Kern, I suppose.
Yeah, that's because of the superhydron collider of Kern.
And it's like an ode to Kern.
It's a big circular shape, yeah.
But I've got no idea why they do that they do this very complex calculus for which I don't know where it came from. They must have some scientific input. Why did they apply that to a fucking donut? This is the only one I sat there and gone, I don't know.
I can explain this really fucking easily.
This is fucking mad.
So much so that when I looked at this, I went, "Nah, that's even worth talking about," and put it in my notes.
Don't tell that makes you an arrogant prick. You're like Fox with your dick out going, "Shall we have dick measuring exercise?"
It's not. It wasn't even like I saw no discussion here, and I genuinely thought.
How's there no fucking discussion?
I genuinely thought you'd know this, so I just thought there was no discussion, so I didn't put it in.
Why the fuck would you think I know this?
Because I thought this was the easiest one out of all of them for us to debunk.
What the fuck did they get to that conclusion? How the fuck would I know this?
Because everyone knew this. Well, not everyone knew this, but yeah.
Just because you know doesn't mean I know it.
No, but it was the... Right, so we were building the site...
No, hold on. How the No. Why the fuck do you think I know this? And that it's so fucking easy, Craig's...
No, because in the 90s they started talking about building the superhydron collider at Kern.
But why do you think I know this?
Because you're more as a scientist like me, you love scientific knowledge and...
Just... Okay. I've not seen a single person, I've not seen anything on the internet, any scientific big noggin, sit down there and go, God Particle, that explains a piece of piss. And you're sat here with your big fucking beard going...
My big fucking beard! My beard causes visual offence to you.
Saying to me, Craig, don't be a dickhead, this is too fucking easy, don't you want to talk about it?
Right, so, in the 90s, it's like...
you and your beard explaining your
Right, just like talking about building a superhydron collider at Kern, right? And it was to find the God Particle, which is the Higgs Boson. And there was... And I didn't know about any of this until it started being reported in the news we're going to build this big collider and find the Higgs Boson, that's what's going to...
It's going to end the world.
And it's... Well, there were two types of reports. The one was like, it's going to recreate the Big Bang and we're going to find out the mysteries of the universe. And the other one was, it's going to create a black hole and suck out the planet inside it. And fearmonger and all that shit.
There was a third one about the Mandela effect.
Well, the third is the Mandela effect happened because of the experiment. Okay, that's why we have that Mandela effect.
We might talk about that in a
future episode. Yeah, so with the idea of Mandela effect set. But, yeah, so basically they're looking for the Higgs boson, which is the particle that explains why we have mass, why that has a different weight to that has a different weight to that, right? So this was just widely... Professor Higgs brought up the calculus, or the formula for the Higgs boson, like the maths, if you like, for the Higgs boson, but it couldn't be proved it existed. It was an unfinished mathematical equation. So it was kind of like, this, I think this exists and this is how it exists, but I can't finish it off to prove it. Right? So...
Hold on. Right. Say that again.
So, Professor Higgs theorised that the Higgs...
Well, like a dick now, don't I? I'm sorry.
Professor
Get this in my brain.
Professor Higgs theorised that the Higgs boson exists.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Right, yeah.
And he laid out the maths to prove it exists.
His theory, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he couldn't prove it existed because his maths went to the limit of our scientific knowledge at the time.
Okay.
So there's variables missing. Like, if we can fill these 2 or 3 variables in, that proves the Higgs boson exists.
Right.
So we needed the experiments at the Super Hadron Collider at Kern.
Okay.
They crashed the protons together. We saw it and went, they're the 3 bits that are missing. Let's fill them in. And the Higgs boson is that, right? They wrote down what was widely available everywhere.
So in 1998,
You could find it in textbooks, in scientific journals, on websites, in news. This was widely known. What they wrote down was, I think, I might get this wrong here, because I didn't write my notes down. I think Professor Higgs predicted it in 1974.
right?
It's been worked upon for years and years. I think they wrote down the 1987 equation, or maybe, no, it could change 87, and then I think they wrote the 92 equation down.
Okay.
And then in 2012, we managed to finish off the equation. So they were writing down a 92 equation in 98.
So maybe if we've got a pen, should we write the notes going?
Widely accepted scientific knowledge.
Yeah! Pretty much.
I just genuinely thought, we talk about the same shit and we know about the same stuff. I just thought, well, yeah, I read all about this, I just assumed you had. So we wouldn't have a discussion about it.
Right.
You have great discussion point.
So mine at the end that comes.
Zip.
I have no fucking idea. I can explain away my other 14 or whatever it is. But this one I'm fucking stuck on. You go.
Read the textbook.
Send a calculus book, you dickhead.
Seen so many scientific journals, and because it was like the whole thing of our scientific understanding, we can, Einstein's theory of relativity we've proven 100 years later and shit like that. And it was like, yeah, we know things have different weight, we know things have different mass.
I don't want to win back this guy.
And that's the only explanation we had for it, but we needed these experiments. It's basically like having an algebra equation with a couple of variables missing.
I don't want to win
And the
this
experiment that occurred give us those variables that went.
I want to stop talking about this now because I don't want to win like this. You're looking like a dick.
It's also a very British reaction from Professor Higgs when they announced, they had a big announcement.
Oh, jolly good.
Right? They had a big announcement from Kern, and Professor Higgs proposed this in 1974, and we've spent billions of fucking pounds, and multiple nations have come together like never before, and hundreds of scientists have worked on this, the biggest scientific endeavour ever by humankind, and we proved Professor Higgs right. And the press went like, boom, like he's in his seat, and they're like, oh, what do you have to say? What do you think? But feels quite nice to be right. That was his reaction.
I fucking told you so.
Yeah, it feels quite nice to be right. No, wait, that was his reaction, just.
So, Badger, because you made me feel you belittled me.
I didn't mean to belittle you, I'm sorry, ma'am. But yeah, that was just, I didn't include it because it was just widely known.
So Badger's proved his dick is bigger than mine.
But